Alrighty, welcome everyone to yet another live stream as I work on Sophia and the Dragon. One second, I gotta find. Question is, one second as I try to find clips to paint here on the program. For whatever reason, let's see, I had it perfectly set up right before I went live, and now it's being a pain in the butt. One second as I try to figure this out. Okay, one second. Okay, there we go. Oh, you have to keep watch and let me know if it's actually showing what I'm doing. So, this morning I've been working on flats for the illustration. We got Sophia all flatted, we got the knight, and right now working on the dragon. And then, of course, right now Sophia's dress is covering one side of the dragon. The dragon will be superimposed over her, at least the tail will be. So some editing that still needs to be done, but right now just working on flats. So make sure I'm on the right layer. Yes, I am. Okay. Actually, you know what? I'll go to the original layer. There we go. Hope you all are having a good day today. Actually, that reminds me, I forgot to open up in a word of prayer. Dear Lord, we thank you for this wonderful day that you've given us, and we pray that you would help me as I work on this illustration. I pray that you would be with us and help us to have a good time. In your name I pray, Jesus. Amen. Okay. Oops, and I realized that is not the correct. So, come now. What's going on here? So yeah, so today we are working in Clip Studio Paint. This is where I prefer to do my coloring for illustrations. I prefer to do my drawing and sketching in Procreate, but Clip Studio is best for doing colors. I just like the flow of it a little bit better. Really, the lasso tool, I'm a huge fan of. I don't like Procreate's lasso tool. And I think part of that is Procreate's lasso tool is just too wide and too large. So like here, if you see on Clip Studio Paint, the selection, like these lines here, are very thin, whereas on Procreate they're very thick, and it makes it kind of hard to see what you're actually where you're selecting. Okay, now I wish I did prefer to draw here on Clip Studio Paint because there's some really great brushes on here I really want to use that can't be imported to Procreate. Not yet, at least. Oops, that's the... Let's see. Nice, nice. And we got 3 of you here in the chat. Thank you all. Yep, just working on this book cover for the moment. Working on the underside of the dragon. My apologies. Adjust the camera a little bit. Let's see. Okay, that is the... Sorry, I went too far. Let's see, what line is that there? Okay, we're fine. Okay. Almost there. Oops. Okay. Gotta fix that. I don't mind the flattening process. It's just very tedious, but it's not a terrible process. I enjoy it. I feel a lot of fatigue afterwards when I've been working all day flatting. It's just like, oh, now what is that? Okay. Gaps here. Okay. So Sophia, you need to go to. Oh, there you go. Thank goodness I have the wings on a separate layer. Okay. Actually need to fix a few things. What's going on here? Why is his ink? Oh, that's fine. Whew! I thought I'd done something. No, where's... Great. Uh-oh. Somehow. My one problem with Clip Studio Paint is, for whatever reason, my computer. I don't know if it's. I actually don't know if it's my computer or a bug in the system or what's going on, but I have a lot of issues with the selection tool. It drops selections sometimes. It does really weird snapping to like a grid, even though there's no grid selected. It's very annoying. And sometimes it takes much longer to do flatting, but oh. And yet I still prefer, but I cannot speak. Still prefer it over Procreate. Let's see. Oops. There we go. Almost there. Delivered mean 42. Welcome, welcome. Says, I guess it depends on the select tool you use. Since there is a select tool that snaps to lines or if the snapping tool is on. Yeah, that's a good point. I have checked and double checked, and it doesn't look like any of the snapping tools are on. It's just a random bug that happens every once in a great while. So like right now, it's not happening, but sure, as we go along, you'll see it'll start snapping and kind of do its own thing. Let's see. How are you doing, Delivered Mean? Hope your day is going well. Okay, so this is all at this point the underside. Right there is where the main scales begin. Okay. Nice. Double check, double check. Okay, we bled into this side. Perfect. I think that's looking pretty good. Delivered mean. Been alright. Just been reading and watching some streams for a bit. Ah, very nice. What are you reading these days? Right now, just kind of going over this. Make sure I got it. Oops. Ah. Some holes in the wings here. Okay. Oops. Claw, flat color, and then the scale flat color. Nope, actually I need the. What would you call those big scales that are like on the foot or toes, I should say? I think there's a term for that. Maybe it's osteoderms. I know technically these scales, like the pronounced scales, those would be considered osteoderms. But, anywho, where's the metric? Flat this with lines. Nope, that is not the right color. It's gone. Okay. Yeah. Let's see. Delivered mean mostly short stories or the occasional itch to read an old book like Nightfall from Isaac Asimov, and afterwards some comics from a few artists. Oh, very nice. I have not read Nightfall. I recognize the title, or rather the author. Perfect. And then I believe the spines are also the same color. Yes, they are. So let's have this color selected. see. Delivered mean. Yeah, it's as old as The Hobbit. Found it on a thrift that I cannot speak. Sorry. Found it on a thrift store a few years ago and been reading it ever since. Oh, very nice. Very cool. Thrift stores are great places to find very awesome treasures. Whenever I go to a thrift store, I'm always on the lookout for. I have the novel. I'm looking for the children's book adaptation, Bambi's Children by Felix Salten. So, not a lot of people know that Felix Salten, the author of Bambi, wrote a second book called Bambi's Children. It is a fantastic novel. Really good. I would argue better than Bambi. It's just a really good book. I'm very sad Disney never adapted it, but there's a children's book adaptation of the novel with beautiful, gorgeous illustrations. I've seen a copy of it once at a library, and I would love to actually get my hands on that one. Of course, a very old book as well, and because I have allergies, I've developed an allergy to old books. So I have a few on my bookshelf that I actually don't really open because I have allergic reaction, which is really sad. Oops. Okay. Everything seems good. I see a few gaps here in the color that I need to fix. There was something else. Perfect. Okay. I'm gonna hide the night for a split second. Oops, versus flats. Okay. But most of these spines are covered up, so I don't need to be too careful with these. Remember to drink water. I might have to fix some of the inks here. I can see every once in a great while there's some erase marks that aren't fully erased. I'm also very happy that I got all this flattening done today. Oops. Whoa, whoa, whoa. There we go. I gotta remember to save. Why do we save? Because Jesus saves. That was what my animation school teacher always told us. Okay. And then, do I have color? Do I have the... Okay, the claws are about the same. Claws on the wings, I should say. Plenty of erase marks that I need to fix. Now, ooh, it looks like I forgot to ink the lines on this horn. More ink work to fix. Okay, what was the color for the osteoderms? I'm gonna have that on its own layer, just in case I need to change it. So yeah, so I'm at the slow, laborious process, not the fun, exciting process of drawing anymore. We're adding highlight and shading. Nice. So I have vacation starting next week, so I'm in a rush to get this all finished this week. So then that way I can just set up the book and hopefully start printing as soon as I get back. And I might not be able to do that. I'll probably still have some tweaking to do with the text and all that, but yes, deadlines. Gotta love them. It's funny, I'm actually way behind on deadlines. I was originally gonna have this book out by December. That clearly did not happen. Then I'm just gonna have this out by May. Yeah, May. And that also did not happen. So it is now July, meaning this is probably gonna be out by August, if everything goes according to plan, and if I don't just drag my feet along the way. I definitely got to that point where I'm very tired of working on this project. After about a year, you're like, oh, okay, I'm ready to move on to something different. I have a few comics I want to work on, some short stories I want to write. Then have the time to work on some bigger commissions. Some are halfway done, others are, well, actually, yeah. I have one that's halfway done, and then just kind of waiting and hoping for some other bigger commissions. Yes, all that doesn't matter compared to this one. I need to get this done. But I hope you enjoy your vacation. Thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you very much. Are you going to be doing anything for a vacation yourself? Okay. Nice, nice. Delivered mean true. We have a lot of things planned, but don't always turn out the way we wanted sometimes. Plans don't always survive first contact. Very true. That's very true. You never know what the future holds. Life is but a vapor, the Bible says. You never know if tomorrow is never promised. Okay. Shoot. I'm supposed to have osteoderms here. Make sure I got everything. So I'm gonna actually come on to here. Perfect. I think that works fine. Nice, nice. Oops. Few lines miss. Oh, okay, I see the wing needs some work here. Now, some of these mistakes may never be noticeable once it's printed, just because they're actually pretty small. But I'm never gonna, I don't want to run that risk. I know this is behind the night, but still put that down correctly. Delivered meaning. I guess I did plan some things for what's left of the summer. At least we did celebrate a bit during July, 4th of July. Oh yeah, happy Independence Day, by the way. Hope it was a good one. So maybe spend some time on the beach or travel a bit around the country. That sounds like a plan. Hopefully it goes well. Not like there is a convention nearby that I am interested in with friends and family. Gotcha, gotcha. I'm actually going to be heading to... Oh, what convention is it? It's the Star Wars convention in Dallas. I forget what is it Rebel Scout? I'm not sure. Um, I'm part of a podcast, and so I'm going to be going with my co-host. Let's see. Liberty. One could say it's a printing mistake, but that would be mean. Of course, of course. Ah, okay. I think I am there. Delivered me. Star Wars convention in Dallas? Sounds cool. Hope you have a splendid time there. Thank you. I appreciate that. We should have a pretty good time, I think. I'm more of a Lord of the Rings nerd person myself, but I'm gonna go help support my co-host. If you haven't already, you should check out his channel, Star Wars Gazer. It's called, and he's interviewed Roger Christensen. I want to say Timothy Zahn. He interviews a lot of people related to Star Wars. And then once a month, we have a podcast called Nerds Galore, where we talk about all things nerdum. We actually just recorded a in-person episode this past Sunday. It was a great time, had a blast. Yeah. Oops. Okay, gotta resolve that. But yeah, so I'll be going actually to be his media guy. I'll be behind the camera, which suits me just fine. Whoops, come on now. Which suits me just fine. Delivered mean. Oh yeah, I see you there in the thumbnail. That's cool. Thank you. Yeah. Click subscribe if you ever want to be notified whenever we do our podcast. We usually do it live, so it's always fun. There we go. Okay. Oops. Gotta erase that. Now the reason I'm not filling out the rest of this page is I have an idea. So technically this is going to be part of the back of the book. It'll be this back side here. Right here is going to be the spine. And my goal is to have the wing transition into like a scroll. And here's where the text will be and all that. It may not turn out the way I want. I may add in the paper texture and then find out, oh, that looks actually pretty terrible. Doesn't make sense. We shall see. Okay, where's the knight? Knight. There you are. Then I need to do the border, and that's also going to be covering the dragon somewhat. That's a creative use for the wing. Thank you. Thank you. Yes, only one way to find out. That's actually doing it. And that's what I'm afraid of. Okay, where's the... I'm using all my other illustrations, all the flats, trying to remember what color it is. Where's my dragon? There you go. That's more like it. Tooth color. It seems like there's a error there. I need to fix that. Huzzah. Okay, a few things to fix. There we go. I like that. All right, and we got 6 of you watching. Welcome all. I'm just here working on the cover for my book, Sophia and the Dragon. Okay. I need my fleshy mouth color. Let's see. Delivered mean. Sometimes the bucket tool can fill in the lines when inside a folder, but I am sure you are used to the lasso tool for coloring, so you're doing well. Thank you. Yeah, I'm pretty used to the lasso tool. I realized that yeah, I could use the bucket tool. I'm just used to the lasso tool. I have a little bit more control because if you look at my artwork, it can get pretty sketchy, and so I have a lot of lines that aren't closed and they bleed into other areas or sometimes the whole page. And yeah, I just prefer to use the lasso tool. Okay, that's nice. Tongue has its own color too. Okay. Yeah, I am open to learning better techniques though when it comes to artwork. Work smarter, not harder, as they say. Oops, that tongue needs to be fixed, maybe. Oops. See, you can see right there, that's the type of snapping that happens a lot with my lasso tool. Hasn't been happening too much right now. That happens way more often than I would like. don't have a color inside. That's okay. I feel like I'm forgetting something. I know I need to color the osteoderms here. Just seeing if there's anything else in the main part of the dragon that I'm forgetting. If you see something that I seem to be ignoring, let me know. Because sometimes when you've been looking at a piece for a long time, you go blind to the obvious stuff. While I'm thinking of it and work on that, oops, the lines for that one. Oops. There you go. See if there's anything I need to clean up. Now there was some here, I think. Let's lower that brush size. Okay. Sometimes it works to just ink over it. Okay, grace lines, I know you're here somewhere. There we go. I know Sophia has some here too. Yes. Actually, I think I need that. That's for the eye, isn't it? There's a erase mark. Fix that. It's funny, you don't see these things until much, much later. What's going on here? Man, I struggled so much yesterday to draw this hand. I'm not a hand person. I'm not very good at drawing hands, I should say. Okay, a few areas I need to fix. Flats. Okay, flats. There we go. Again, I'm probably fussing about nothing really. These are things that will not be noticeable in the final print, but I like to know for myself that I did a good job. Yikes, man, so much erasing. Sure, so that's not so nice. It's also not so nice. Oh, I just saw something. There you go. anything I can do to sharpen the line a little bit so it doesn't look so I don't know, like I erased only half of it. Yikes. That's dragon ink. There you go. I think that works. I see some more gaps. Let's go the dragon flat. Okay. Press save. Wow, we got seven of you here. Welcome. Give me as the. Did I press export? No, I pressed save. Right. Okay. Okay, so just the very long, tedious process of coloring the osteoderms. I'm gonna do this with the pen rather than a lasso tool. It takes just a little bit longer. It might not turn out as perfect, but I'm okay with that. Feels a little organic that way. Let's see. And if we finish all the flatting by towards the end of the stream, if I have enough time, I might either move on to highlight and shade, or I might move back to finishing up inking the illustration of the month, which was supposed to be July's. Well, no, it was going to be June's illustration of the month, and things just got busy, and so that did not happen. It was going to be just wait, today is July, so maybe it was going to be May's illustration of the month. Then it was going to be June's, and that did not happen, so now it's July's. I'm just very behind on everything, which I feel terrible for. Keep letting down my patrons. Hi. This is one of the reasons. Is this. Okay. Oops. I know I'm giving myself way too much work with these osteoderms, and I knew I was giving myself that much trouble as soon as I made this part of the process, but I like the way it looks, and with this being my first children's book, I want it to look really good. Let's see. Delivered mean balancing work on a book, illustration, and for patrons doesn't sound easy. No, it's not, and I fail at it royally for sure. I guess it probably is more doable. I putz quite a bit. I get distracted very easily on Pinterest or trying to find the right video to listen to as I work. I get distracted very easily. And then, of course, things to do around the house. So. One of my favorite artists, Rick Griffin. He's the artist behind the webcomic House Pets. He has so many projects that he does all the time. He's not as prolific as Brandon Sanderson, but I would say pretty close. I actually got to message him, and I was like, "How do you balance all of these projects all at once?" And he's like, what did he say? Something to the effect of, "I don't know, and it's not good, but I just make it work." And I aspire to be like that. I would love to have my comics and my stories all going on simultaneously. And I'll get to put that to the test. I have a comic that I need to start and short story that I have brewing in the back of my mind. I've done some couple of iterations of outlining, so I just need to write it. A few things that I also have to figure out, but okay, missed a few here. I also realize it's not important if I miss a few osteoderms here and there, but for the most part, I want them all done. I gotta press save every once in a great while, because I would hate to lose my work. Okay, and it looks like I did not ink any osteoderms over here. And I'm gonna quickly fix that. Black. There we go. Just complete. Back to. Huh. I thought I had it on its own separate layer, but that's okay. That is a-okay. I hope. Where was I? By the way, what platform did you guys find the link for the stream? It's always good to know what platform folks are coming from. That way I know where to focus my attention a bit Delivered mean. I guess I found you on Twitter. Oh, okay. Good, good. Thank you. Appreciate that. Let's see. Okay. Yeah, you can see why I'm not too concerned about slightly going over the lines with the osteoderms. I hope I'm using the right term. But yeah, because they're so small, so I don't think it matters too much. But I still want it to look nice. Delivered meat. Yeah, not sure if they're called plates or something. Yeah, excuse me. Thanks. Yeah, there's so many terms. I think technically these might be more plates. Uh, but I don't know for sure. Trying to find some similar terminology from some reptiles to apply to dragons or spikes. Yeah, spikes. I was just using the term spine. I watched quite a few paleontology videos, so that's where I learned the term osteoderms. Mainly in critiques of the Jurassic World franchise. Um, because I always put like spines and spikes and osteoderms on dinosaurs that definitely didn't have osteoderms because we have fossilized skin. So it's like, why are we putting osteoderms on everything when we know they didn't have osteoderms? And if you watch our latest episode of Nerds Galore over on Star Wars Gazer, you'll hear my rant about Jurassic Park, or excuse me, mainly Jurassic World, and how I would handle the franchise, what changes I would make if I were put in charge. Which Universal, if you're watching, please check out my video because I really think you need to fix the Jurassic World franchise. Okay. Yeah, I gave myself way too much work with this. But that's okay. It will look beautiful. Whoops. Once it's finished. I'm sure there was a bit of change in direction. I only saw the first Jurassic World and skipped the other films. Yeah, you didn't miss much. Let's be honest. Fallen Kingdom was decent. Um, it just a few missed opportunities there. It just wasn't the best movie, but it had a few great moments. Dominion is a terrible movie, just terrible. It's so dumb, so dumb. It's very clear that the filmmaker kind of got tired of doing dinosaur movies And he's like, okay, you know what? I like bugs. Let's just do giant bugs. And it's like, why is this part of a dinosaur movie? Um, yeah. And then Rebirth was a. I'm trying to think. Rebirth is also a very dumb movie. Just dumb. It was better, more entertaining than Dominion, but a lot of issues. It kind of also fell into the category of we're tired of dinosaurs, let's make monsters. And just a really terrible, abrupt ending. Very clear that they didn't know how to end it. So they just like literally end scene, end story. But it had the first half was great. Everything seemed to be going pretty well for it. Great lighting, great mood, atmosphere, just really dumb story story tropes that have become a bit of a plague on the Jurassic World franchise. Had to hit every classic Jurassic Park note that was just like, this is what everyone hates about these movies now. Stop throwing in random annoying kids that don't belong in the story or anywhere near a dinosaur island. It worked for the first movie, and I'd say for the third movie, and then Jurassic World, it worked, but the kids were still annoying. But here, I'm already going on my tangent about Jurassic Park and Jurassic World. I'm just very passionate about those movies. Okay, press save. Yeah, if you had the chance to change or fix a franchise that you love, what would it be? It's good to remind myself of what it is I'm actually working on. Let's see, Delivered Mean. Well, I'm afraid I have to leave now. Hope you have a good rest of the stream, Andy. Thank you, Delivered Mean. Appreciate it. Thank you so much for stopping by. Hope to catch you on the next stream. I should be back on tomorrow around the same time. Yep, see you around. Thank you. Okay, we are almost there with the osteoderms. Oof. Again, not difficult work, just tedious. Let's see. Okay. I need to stretch really quick. Or rather, pop my back. That's better. Boy. Okay. There we go. Let's see. I need. Actually, tomorrow, I need to work on sketches. Usually, Fridays is a commission stream, so I need to finish up sketches for a commission for Nightfall. Oops, that's a little too far. Well, pretty much anything below this foot probably won't, um, yeah, won't be visible. Will probably be cropped off. It's good to have it all there just in case you need to move things around or in case it doesn't get cropped. Then you're not scrambling to be like, oh my goodness, I didn't do this artwork. I need to fix it. Oh, look at that, and it's 2:15. Uh, Probably around 3:30-ish, maybe 3:15. I need to call it quits. So I gotta get ready for work. But since it is 2:15, Oh, now 2:16. It is Q&A time. So any questions that you have, whether about me, my characters, or my world, feel free to drop them in the chat. And it can be about characters from this book. It can be about characters from any of my other characters that you enjoy seeing me draw. Almost done. Almost there. Do this tail and then the wings. I'll make sure I got everything here. I'm gonna press save. Why? Because Jesus saves. And as we close, once we hit 3 o'clock, I will open it up for prayer requests in the chat. If you have anything that you would like prayer for, you're welcome to leave that there in the chat. But don't leave that here now, otherwise I will miss that. I'll let you know when you can drop that in the chat. Ooh, I see a few stuff I need to fix. Almost there. Almost there with these osteoderms. Oh. Okay. Oof. I can see the light at the end of the tunnel. We're almost there. I'm gonna press save because again, I don't want to lose my progress. Take a sip of cold brew. I don't usually do cold brew, but today I got cold brew. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of it. At least not this cold brew. I got this from Aldi's. I bought it for the 4th of July since I was making coffee. We had the parade went right by our church, so we had a big church gathering there, and I make coffee over there, so I figured, you know what, it's summertime, people are gonna want cold coffee as well as hot coffee. And I had plenty left, so I'm drinking that. Oh, I got some bigger osteoderms here. I need to color. Let me quickly. Okay, the horns need to be colored in too. Okay, good to know. Okay, making sure I'm on the right layer. Okay. Where's my inks? Fix that. Okay, good, good. All right, last one. And I might have some osteoderms do on the other wing as well, I think. Whoops, I'm on the. No, not on the ink layer. I should probably lock my ink layer. Style, hey, welcome, welcome. How's it going? Let's see, Style. I'm late today. Not sure when your stream will end, but I'd like to say hello. Ah, hello. Yes, I should be. The stream will end probably around 3:15-ish. I'm just here finishing up the flats for my book cover, Sophia and the Dragon. Oh, and I got some osteoderms on the leg too I need to work on. I think that's good. Now I gotta work on these. Let's see. Style we got right now is Q&A time, so any questions you have about me or my characters or the world or any of my projects, you're welcome to drop them here in the chat. And then at the end of the stream, right before we close, I will have the stream open for any prayer requests. If you want prayer for anything going on in your life or things, just things going on. Because sometimes we always need just someone to lift you up in prayer. Oops, I'm gonna fix that. No, 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 no. Let's just redo it. Oops. There we go. Again, this part of the leg probably won't be visible, it'll be cropped out. Good to have it there anywho. Okay, I thought I saw something that needed to be fixed. It's just that. Oh, no, I saw something else. almost been it. Okay, now on to this wing. Back here. Where am I? Oh, there's one osteoderm that got left behind. Let's see. Planet Fox, hey, welcome. Welcome to the stream. Hope you're doing well. Just working all these osteoderms on the dragon's hide. Good, good. Glad to hear. It's a big osteoderm. It's a light at the end of the tunnel, folks. Almost done. Almost done. Style. You know, this cover definitely have that epic feeling. I like it. Ah, thank you. I appreciate it. I spent forever sketching and doodling and trying to design the cover, and boy, oh boy, it took forever. Trying to find the right layout, the right posing, and everything. It's just... So I'm glad to hear that. Thank you. My intention is that the cover just looks so different compared to other books, that children's books, that people will be like, I gotta check out that book. Okay, almost there. I just gotta finish these larger osteoderms. And I know there might be a different term for these larger osteoderms that you see on like bird feet or whatever. Those big scales, but I don't know what that term is. Huzzah! Okay, I think we've done it. We've got the dragon flatted, we got Sophia, we've got the knight. Huzzah! Press save. Okay, nice. Now I need to see if the scroll, the wing dissolving into a scroll, works. Thank you, Planet Fox. I appreciate that. I imagine like this border is going to be like a gold color. Okay, I need to pull out my scroll color reference. Okay. Desktop. Yeah, there you go. I don't know if any of you guys remember watching the show Redwall. Based on the books by Brent Jakes, I have the collection back there, but I love this. This scroll texture is kind of what I'm going for. Oops. Hey. Okay, so scroll is going to have to be over this one. That might not be the right color, might need to change that, but for now it's blocking that in. Oh, look at that, another erase mark. I need to, come on, this is one thing that Clip-Studio Paint does once in a great while. When you try to select a huge swath of area, I guess it's my pen goes over to these things over here, different folders. Opened up. And it moves. Let's see, so the Odyssey comes out, what, in 2 weeks? Week and a half? You guys gonna go see that? Or are you boycotting the Odyssey? I might go see it. More than likely I'll wait till it comes on streaming. Because then there's a streaming service I use that filters out like any profanity, any nudity, stuff like that. And you know, Hollywood loves these ancient epics to have as much nudity as possible, and it's Greek mythology, so that's definitely gonna happen. So I definitely want to see that, so I will be waiting till it's on stream. Unless it doesn't have any, then I would love to go see that in theaters. Almost there. Lost selection. Oy, oy, oy. I've been doing this, I've been flatting all day, so I'm feeling very fatigued. That's okay. This is worth it. So if I can do all the flatting today, that means this weekend, hopefully, I can just work on highlight and shade, and then be done in time for vacation. And then when I get back, then I can just hop straight into fixing the text and getting everything ready for print. Oof, another erase mark to fix. Style. Honestly, trailer looks weird. Why does it look so cheap sometimes? Yeah, I'm assuming you're mainly talking about the armor. Yeah, there's a lot of issues with it. It's a Christopher Nolan film. Everything he does is deliberate, but I know there's a lot of people talking about the armor, especially of the Cyclopses. I think that's what they are. It's just like that does not look like Bronze Age armor. It's just something's off. I think one of the big issues is going to be the dialogue. I guess it's not like epic, um, epic old English type dialogue like you would see in Lord of the Rings or any other historical epic. I guess it's very modern language. So like the son um, is refers to Odysseus as his dad or his daddy. Is like, well, this is supposed to be ancient Greece. I think they would refer to them as father, not dad. So it's kind of like, what are you doing with the modern language? That's one of the areas where I'm concerned, is that the modern language is going to really take you out of the moment. Okay. Yep. Okay. There's some gaps there. Okay. There was an erase mark I needed to fix, wasn't there? What layer is that? I think this is direct. Okay. Is that the same layer? Yes, it is. Yes. There we go. There was another right here. What? Okay. Um, First of all, does this work look like an old parchment color? I'm colorblind. I'm going off of these other examples here. So you'll have to let me know if, yeah, that's great paper color, or if that is atrocious. I'm gonna have to have some of these burnt edge colors. Oops. Whoa, that's not what I wanted. Okay. Looks pretty great to me. All right, thanks, Planet. Oh, boy. I don't know. Oops, that didn't work. Let's see, planet does indeed look like an aged scroll. Okay, perfect. Then I need to blend these two together real quick. Okay, that might be. I'll have these two blended in a second. Where's the wing? Color blindness is kicking in here. Yeah. Oh no, that's not turning out the way I wanted at all. I might need to merge this to one layer and then mix it. Okay, where's the paper texture? Oh, not what I wanted, not what I wanted. Huh. And this may not turn out the way I was expecting. Let's undo all this and try again. Try it another layer, maybe. Okay, what am I doing here? Okay, I can see in my mind's eye how it's gonna look. Just executing it. That's the hard part. Let's see. If I merge those two layers, what happens if I insert like a painterly blend? Oh, well, the brush is too big, so it's gonna take forever. Okay. And this is where my color blindness is kicking in because these colors are so similar, I can't really tell a difference. So you guys are gonna have to guide me on this one. Okay. Oops. Oops. That didn't work out. What happened here? Where are the wings? Yeah, I have no idea if that looks good or not. Sandwich, hey, thank you for subscribing. Appreciate that. Thank you so much. Let's see. Tell there's a difference somewhere. I have to like really squint to be able to see what it is I'm looking at. Okay. Maybe what if I erase? Hmm, I think that works. What do y'all think? Does that work, or is that more burned edges? Nope. I need a bit more yellow. blend that in a little bit. There we go. Ooh, with that white there, now I can definitely see the color difference. Hopefully that translates well. I want to see if there's something else I can do. Let's see. I wonder if the dark. Let's see, where's the ink? Okay, maybe a little darker, eh? But I want to mix that just a tiny bit. Come on, work with my paintbrush. Huzzah! Yeah, this might not work, but at least I gave it a try. We'll see. What color? The wing color? There you go. I mean, I like it. I like what I see. What if just tiny? There you go. Yeah, and then the text will be there in the lighter area. I think it looks okay. I'll have someone that's a bit more color savvy look at it and be like, what is going on here? Don't worry. Looks pretty amazing. Love it. Thank you. Thank you, Planet Fox. I highly appreciate that. All right. So I'm going to press save before something happens and we lose our progress. Let's see. Okay. So it's 2:56. Man, time flies when you're having fun. And it looks like we got 6 of you here in the chat. Welcome all. We're pretty much done flatting. Oops. Somehow I activated the unwanted I'm trying to not say her name. The unwanted AI voice activated assistant on the computer. Okay. Where is the border? Border ink. Border ink 2. I'm going to pull up to the front. Okay. Border ink. I'm going to make this assisted gold. Gold. Not as light as her crown. That's fine. Again, if you ever hear me say, like, I'm looking for a certain color and I choose the completely opposite color, let me know. I'm colorblind, so I will probably miss that I'm. Ooh. Oops. Oh, that's why I'm in the wrong. Oh, right. I have the title scroll I need to do. Hey, not bad, not bad. And these little flower French heraldry markings, I need to figure out what color I'm doing with that. But first, I forgot, I have, where is that? The title. So the title of the book is going to also be on a scroll. So I need this color. Set that as a reference point. I think my lines are closed. Yes. Maybe a slightly lighter color? Perfect, perfect. Yeah, neato. And I need those burn colors. Okay. I think that looks okay. That's going to be pretty large, so. Oops. With the spinning wheel of death. Oh no. Oops. What have I done? Come on. Control Z. Yes. Whew. Scary moment there. Okay. Try to see. Okay, flats are done. I'm not sure what to do with the heraldry flower thing. I can do gold, I can do red. I could do blue. I might leave it out too. Where's the title page ink? There we go. Yeah. Okay, 1 second. It's out. I'm just messing around with this at this point. I didn't want it inside the oh, I know what to do. I didn't know. There we go. Take that, duplicate it. Where's my duplication? There we go. Down. Huzzah! Perfect. Okay, now the question is, what color do I make the background? I suddenly realized I envisioned the same color in the background. That old texture, old paper deal. And I'm like, oh shoot, I can't do that. Let's try it, shall we? Yeah. Let's see if I drop that in. Boy. Okay. Okay. Not a fan. Not a fan. But we could do the same outline around everyone and see how that looks. Let's see. Duplicate. Join me, everyone, as I experiment. Too much, too much. Not sure if that looks any good. Where'd that layer go? I lost it. Where'd it go? Oh, there we go. Okay. Yeah, ink. Where's the prince? Not the prince, the knight. Duplicate layer. I don't know. How's it? Does that look kind of funny? Let's see. Uh, Planet Planet Fox. Has anyone ever told you how incredibly cute your mice are? Well, thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that, Planet. Yes, I have had a couple people tell me that. Thank you so much. I'm very happy that people really enjoy my characters. Now, I wonder if well, if this was overlay. Oh, wait a second. I might have stumbled upon something. Nope, that was the wrong layer. Where is Does that make it look too busy? Does that not work? We shall see. Where's the drag? Duplicate layer. Bring that down. Okay, zoom in so then you can see exactly what we're looking at. Yeah, I'm not crazy about the color in the background at the very least, but this in itself, with that glow around it, what if I just barely, oh, 38%, 38%, where's the night? 8%. Kind of a neat effect. Didn't know you could do this in Clip Studio Paint. Yeah, it's a pretty cool effect. It's just this little well, right here. Yeah, there, here on the over your layers, there's the effect deal. It's just this. It's mainly for like it's the border effect for text and stuff like that, but it works for illustrations as well. Let's see. Then on the back of the page, you'll have text here explaining the book. Here will be the spine, and I need to work the spine actually. The spine is pretty much just going to be her like the hemming of her dress. Oh, where is that layer, by the way? Oh, there you go. Yeah, so it'll pretty much just be this, her hemming. I need to figure out something for the background. I do not like the background color. So yeah, so I still have a ways to go, a few things to figure out. But anywho, it is now 3:12. I need to close at 3:15. But at this point, if any of you guys need prayer or would like prayer for anything, now would be the time to let me know in the chat. Then I can keep you guys in my prayers or pray here and now if you guys like. This is something I'd like to make a bit more regular. Open my streams with prayer and then close with some prayer. And then anything that you guys have that's burdening you that you would like prayer for. Not mandatory, of course, but if you'd like to share, by all means. Let's see. Let's see. So right here I have my test print of the book. Not with any of the illustrations colored. This is when I just done the inks so that I knew exactly what it would look like on the page. I don't know if you can see from there. I should probably close this window so I can see what you can see. But yeah, whoops, there we go. Yeah, I did the test print so I could see that the illustrations were the right sizes. They fit on the page. This text and font will be changed. It's the wrong size and the wrong font. Uh, Anyone that sees the test print always comments on that. Like, yes, I'm aware. I just had to throw it together so I knew the placement of the text and everything. But yeah. Planet Fox, you're such a sweetie. Thank you, I appreciate that. Yeah, sometimes we have burdens that we shouldn't bear alone, and sometimes we just need to let someone know that something is going on in our lives. So that's what I'm here for. Awesome. Thank you, thank you. Okay, well, yep. If no one has anything that they want to mention, then by all means, that's really fine. I'm gonna probably close out for the day then. I will be back tomorrow, same time as always. I'll probably be back for like 12:20-ish. I have maybe a little bit earlier. It will be our commission stream, and I have a commission I'm working on for Nightfall. So yeah. All right. So yes, all right. If you haven't already, please hit subscribe and click the notification bell, and you'll be notified whenever I go live. Um, Obviously, there's in the description down below. There's also the links to my socials. You can see Instagram, X for Affinity, DeviantArt, stuff like that. So thank you guys so much.